Hello and welcome to Off the Shelf with Phil and Dave, the movie talk show where each week one of us takes a movie off our shelf, presents it to the other, and discusses it.
This week, coming off of Phil's shelf, 1960's The Apartment, directed and written by Billy Wilder.
That's right, my man.
Philip, why is this movie on your shelf? Is it because you lived in an apartment? Or is there more to the story?
I did live in an apartment for many, many years. Thanks for noticing.
Yeah, I was there.
You were there. I bought it when I was on a Billy Wilder kick.
Gotcha.
And it's been a long time since I've seen it, probably 25 years.
Whoa.
Maybe a little less. But just a movie that I loved back then. As you know, we talked about Sunset Boulevard in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Billy Wilder classic. We talked about The Lost Weekend, another Billy Wilder classic. So
yeah, we've done a handful.
We've gone wild.
We have.
A couple of times. And I just was craving another dose of Billy Wilder, and I thought this would be the most appropriate one. It's got Jack Lemmon, whom we love. And so, yeah, I was eager to jump back in. He's got a particular style and a wit that I just really, really connect to.
Well, let's explain for the audience what this movie is about, according to you-know-who.
Old Faithful.
A Manhattan insurance clerk tries to rise in his company by letting his executives use his apartment for trysts, but office politics and his own romantic hopes complicates matters. I had to hit next.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
For one word.
Yeah.
And part of complicates is actually just complicate.
Yeah.
I messed that up. But I think we're going to keep it.
Professional people would fix it, but
no,
we're good.
We're good. We're fine.
It's a warts and all podcast, folks.
Is that good for you?
I mean, that's the plot. That's the story right there.
Do you like the word tryst?
I love the word tryst.
I've
had a few in my day.
I have too. I've never called them that, though, because the word is misused. No, sorry, not misused, underused.
Oh, yeah, certainly.
Yeah, let's bring it back.
By you, it turns out, because I used it and you didn't. So
yeah.
You've underused it.
Yeah, you're saying.
I used it appropriately.
Yeah, I just don't hear it in my day-to-day.
Well, you're a grown man now.
That's arguable. Grown, maybe, man.
Questionable, sure. The age defies. That's
yeah.
Nothing else.
So there it is. And I have to tell you, Philip, I feel like I've heard about this movie.
Okay. Best Picture winner.
Sure. And I thought I had actually seen a scene of this movie.
Okay.
So I thought I had an idea what it was. But it wasn't that at all.
Was it the scene or wasn't the movie?
It wasn't the either. I thought Walter Matthau was in it.
Okay.
And he was playing cards in an apartment, and Jack Lemmon was serving them food and was kind of annoyed that they were there.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's almost like the theme is similar, but it's completely not that.
Yeah, no, it's completely different.
Do you know what that is?
I believe you're thinking of The Odd Couple.
Maybe.
They lived together. One was a fastidious, very like uptight person, and then the other was a slob.
Was that a movie or a show?
It was a movie that became a show.
That was a reason why I asked.
That's why, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
And you only understand things through the prism of television. So
that's my in.
That's how you know. But that did take place in an apartment. So, I mean, you're almost right.
Jack Lemmon was there.
Jack Lemmon. So
I was taken back, actually, when the movie started.
You just kept looking for Matthau? At what point did you stop looking for Matthau?
About an hour and a half. An hour and a half.
Like, I don't think he's coming.
I thought maybe he was one of the last trysts that came into the movie.
Yeah, real left field.
So I sat back and said, okay, let's just see what this is about.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you did. It's funny with the preconceptions where you're like,
well,
I know this. And you're like,
sure.
I don't know this at all.
Like, I prefer, like you know, as everyone knows, hopefully, if you've listened before, is go in knowing nothing.
Go clean.
Unless you're forced because it's a movie that is both on our shelves.
Yeah.
That obviously can't be avoided. Sometimes we do cross paths.
Yeah, on occasion.
But this, no, that was it.
Well, once you realize that this was a Matthau-less movie, what's your initial take on it?
My initial take is this movie is definitely from the 60s.
Black and white.
And I feel like this is the music I'm accustomed to.
Yeah.
When a 60s.
That score.
50s, that score. I'm
like,
okay.
Big.
Yeah.
Romantic, I thought.
I was saying to myself, it's like, I can see the draw-in. When you hear about people, maybe like Dawson, for an example, in the show, he was a movie buff.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if he was about old movies.
Some, mostly like the 70s, 100 blockbuster stuff.
But you hear about these people who love old movies.
Yeah.
Conan O'Brien, I think, is brought up with a guest. Like, they love their old films, westerns, whatever it might be.
Yeah. You've sat next to one for 6 years.
Yeah, well, I guess, to a certain level.
Yeah.
But you have those real buffs.
Yes.
And I didn't not understand it, but I didn't quite fully get it. But as we've watched more and more of these black and whites, I kind of get it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of an acquired taste, only in so much as it's often slower pace. It's black and white. There are actors in many cases that you don't recognize. Like, I don't know how many Shirley Maclaine movies you've seen, perhaps many or none. Right?
One now.
Yeah, but we've talked about Lemmon, but take Lemmon out of this equation. How many of these people do you really recognize? Maybe Ray Walston.
Ray Walston. You wait for that one, buddy. That's
but probably not
one.
Fred McMurray, probably not any of the other sort of supporting cast. And so it's often easier to get excited about the current. Your wife is an example of that, right? I don't want old stuff. Give me the new stuff.
I watched it alone.
Yeah, sure.
Actually, I didn't even, maybe she would have watched it. I don't
think it's like necessarily something offensive, but she might not have been drawn to it, right? And that's the big challenge with old quote-unquote movies anyway. But what you realize pretty quickly is, in my case, because it had been so long, I'd forgotten how maybe forward-thinking this movie really was. Because, I think of 1960, black and white, or just the misconceptions. I was obviously not born, so the feelings I have around it feel different because I'm watching it and thinking, well, this is 1960, it'll be light, it'll be fluffy. And my memories were all like the more comedic stuff. And then you're watching it and you're like, well, shit, this is, I think anyway, pretty advanced.
And I was really shocked that it's labeled as a comedy.
Yeah, it's less funny than I remember.
I completely misread what this movie was supposed to be. So that's interesting. But I agree with you there, because every time we end up watching one of these movies, Wine and Roses, The Days of,
yes,
Sunset Boulevard,
Lost Weekend,
I'm always surprised at the themes of these movies.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's always edgy.
Yeah. It's a Wonderful Life, another example of that, right? Like suicide in the mix of that, right? Despair and so forth, right?
And sex in the Hitchcock movie we did recently.
Rear Window.
Rear Window.
Yeah.
Like the not quite nudity, but
sure.
she turned around.
Yeah, there's definitely some motion in there, right? And
in my mind, she turned around. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And this is just another example of that. So I think maybe they're all like this, and it's normal. But
yeah, it's interesting. Like the pre-code movies and the sort of post-code movies, they have different ways to kind of get around sex in particular. And Rear Window is maybe a good example of that. And there are other movies like North by Northwest. That ending of that is like a train going through a tunnel as she climbs up onto the bed, right? You're like, okay, well, we know what's about to happen.
Like
here.
a Narrow Margin.
Narrow
remember.
Margin, similar kind of
But
thing.
she gets decapitated.
Doesn't work for her quite so well.
Not so much. She was kind of hot, too. Damn shame.
But yeah, so it's interesting the way that these movies get categorized by modern audiences. Like, I wouldn't dare. I wouldn't watch. It's boring. It's old, whatever. And then you watch it, and there's a very modern feel to some of this.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's always fun to visit the architecture.
Yeah.
Like the buildings and the towns and the food.
Totally.
That I enjoy.
Yeah, totally.
I want a window into that life.
Yeah.
And how it would have been for me.
Yeah.
Probably pretty good.
Yeah,
just being a white male.
Yeah, you're off to a good start.
Man, jeez.
Totally.
What a time for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not
Thriving.
to shine. I don't think to shine.
Thriving.
But thrive would be a better word.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's interesting. And the way that the insight, like you're saying with Rear Window or whatever else, like it is a bit of a snapshot. And then because the world moves faster and lives differently and economics have changed, like something like an elevator operator as a job, as a romantic interest.
Not many left.
It doesn't, like, that just doesn't exist, right? And so there's those aspects of these movies that, sure, they date it in a certain way, but I think there's something almost wholesome or something unique or a nice window, like you're saying, into the past like that. That this used to be a way that people, the suits and the hats on the streets. I love that look, as I've mentioned before.
Bring it back, buddy. Get that hat.
I couldn't
Junior
do it.
executive model.
I might be able to pull that off.
No, you wouldn't.
So all the aesthetics of that, I think, are really interesting. And I like that the movies from the past, they echo in the movies of the future. There's elements that you can sort of like, I've seen this in more modern films. So this movie, I think, is a great window into that for sure.
Absolutely. $94.70 a week is the pay rate for C.C. Baxter, and his rent has gone up to $82
in New York.
And I almost feel like all we've done 80, 90 years later, maybe not that much. No, sorry, I'm getting ahead there.
Way ahead.
65 years later, we've just added a zero to everything. Really, if you think about it.
Sure.
Right? $950 a week. Reasonable.
Yeah, not unreasonable, yeah.
$82 out of zero. It's $820 for rent in New York. Okay, that's maybe a quarter of what it is. But you get a place like that, a studio in some crap town, and
Yeah, but that's not a studio. He's got a 1-bedroom.
he does. It's a beauty.
Yeah, on a corner unit. Gosh.
The other thing I found interesting was the workday
Mm.
was 8.5 hours back then. For some reason, I thought we've gotten longer over the years because they want to work us harder.
Yeah.
But 8:50 to 5:20, and I love how everybody just gets up.
Yep. Day's over.
Day's over, and this is the birth of rush hour.
Yeah.
You got to stagger this, man.
Yeah.
Like-
Well, he staggers it by floor, but only by like 10 minutes. So again, everybody's getting out of that. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
they say the 27 floors all go 15-minute intervals, but
Yeah.
they're all on the roads at the same time.
Exactly. So I thought that was interesting, and I love the shot
Yeah.
of the office. Like, it feels big.
Yeah. And just a
And-
cog in the wheel, just another guy in the office.
Yeah,
right?
and I read this afterwards. Is like the joke is apparently, I don't know if you knew this, the number of people that he says are working in that office is bigger than the town they live in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, again, I didn't clue into that. Again, I don't think this is a comedy,
Yeah.
but if I'm not getting that,
You're
yeah, maybe I'm just not tuned in to the right station here.
well, I will say the wordplay. I mean, this is Billy Wilder's, to me, gift. The comedies or the jokes are subtle, often wordy, and the way that he puts it all together. Like Sunset Boulevard, I think has got some really funny bits, but it's certainly not a comedy.
No, that's what I mean. It's not.
But it's not marketed as one. This is, but the stuff that is funny are some facial moves, some gestures from Lemmon. If you cast him, you're going to get a little comedy anyway.
Yes,
I think.
absolutely.
But also wordplay and little things that you really kind of have to pay attention to. And back in 1960, people were paying more attention.
That's
Right, like a little
true.
easier to take
yeah,
it.
no, less distractions.
Less
yeah.
distraction. This was
Yeah.
it, right? And you get that because he goes home from that and,
Yeah.
you know, to start watching some television and unwind, if
Yeah.
you will.
Yeah, with a TV dinner of sorts.
Yep.
Yeah, looked
Yeah.
delicious.
You know, back in the day, this is your bachelor life. This is what
Yeah.
you do. And, you know, can't find anything to watch.
Well, he wants to watch Grand Hotel.
Who doesn't?
I'm up
Not
for
you,
it.
I
It's
guess.
on your shelf, I assume.
It is not, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think that also was a Best Picture winner at some point.
It's an oversight. But there's a there's a commercial on it. So he flicks through and he clearly doesn't like Westerns.
No.
He was like scuffing at that.
Yeah, probably the violence of it, maybe.
Maybe. And then he gets back
like
to Grand
guns.
Hotel. He's all like
Yeah.
ready to go. And now we have a word from our other sponsor. And
It's like YouTube.
Yeah, he would not survive
No.
in today's society
No,
unless he's paying for premium,
That's right. He could pay extra.
which
to
I've
not
done
watch the ads.
on occasion. Once every couple of years, I'll spring for YouTube Premium,
Okay.
$11.99 or so a month, free month,
Yeah.
6 months. I'm like, I really don't need to be paying for
No,
this.
this is money not
Not
necessary.
well used. And the problem is, once you've done that,
Yeah.
every once in a while it'll pop up. Do you want to
Have you
do it again?
restart?
You want to
Yeah.
restart? I'm like, no, I'll
Yeah.
let you know.
I got it.
Yeah.
I know you're there.
So don't do it, because then I don't think you get that out.
I would never do that.
You're right. But
I would never do that.
So he shuts off the tube, and I love the tube.
Yeah. The little right?
Yeah.
The static light. I mean, that's again, it's and maybe it's because that lasted long enough for us to get a tail of it, right? The old tube TVs. It's part of our childhood, you know, it lasted
Mhm.
long enough for that.
We had the rabbit ears.
The modern day, that it would make zero impression whatsoever, I would suspect.
Yeah.
To the kids or whomever that, you know, have just never seen a TV like that.
What's the greatness, I don't know if it's great, but about being an 80s kid is you have access to sort of both.
Yeah, this maybe not the right podcast to do it, but I have my theory on why they keep making movies and television rehashing and rehashing and rehashing, right? Like whether it's the MacGyver reboots, the A-Team reboots, the Master of the Universe is coming out this summer.
Looks good. Looks
Does
good.
not at all. Super Mario, right? Like all of these things from our youth,
For us, yeah.
just over and over again. And
Churn, I think, would be the right
yeah,
word.
the thought I had around that was that the 80s never went away because it was the beginning of VHS. It was the day of the video recorder. And so because of that, the camcorders could record, document everything. You could tape all your favorite shows, all your favorite commercials, all your favorite this, all your favorite that. And that never stopped. And so the stuff that's in the 60s and 70s and 50s and so forth, I think that world is a little different because if you didn't grow up in that, there's not now. I mean, you could find reruns on Tubi or something, but for a long time, it wasn't really that available.
Yes.
But our youth was able to be recorded and watched forever.
Yeah.
And the movies we loved, we could just watch over and over again because of VHS and so forth and DVD and onward. So I think that is part of why '80s stuff and the '90s stuff keeps coming back is that it never left our consciousness. Whereas to someone to make a reboot of The Apartment today,
Yeah,
I think you're asking for a bigger buy-in. But to make a new Masters of the Universe or a new Transformers or a new Cabbage Patch Kids or something,
Yeah, we're all mostly alive.
Yeah.
So people who maybe are like, oh, The Apartment, maybe they've moved on.
Yeah, but even a movie from '81 that the kids today may not have ever seen on its own, the culture has existed. It's a TikTok video or it's a soundtrack moment. Like some piece of that has continued onward in a way that something from 1960 or 1955
Yeah, and they throw some
wouldn't.
flashy, like,
Exactly. Make something
CGI and stuff like that, enough to keep them busy.
new. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's disappointing because I think this movie is. I think you can remake this movie in modern times.
Yeah, I was just thinking that as you're saying this, I'm like, yeah, I wonder what it would like to be remake some of these older movies. Now, is that legal, or should they be left alone?
Well, I think they should be left alone, but even just conceptually, not necessarily a remake proper.
But I think like a Netflix series, like not a movie, but that's what they do now, right? They
but I think
the
the plot of this movie and a guy that needs to make a little bit more money, is a little hard on his luck, and some seedy behavior on the back end. Like these are things that
I thought this wasn't a bad idea
Yeah.
in today's society.
Totally.
Like, you don't want to pay for a hotel.
Yep.
It's almost like an Airbnb.
Yep. It's close by.
But you want to make a little bit extra money. Maybe not so much the moving on up in the company, like keeping it all in-house like this is, but
how else?
Maybe.
It's the best way, I think. But I agree. Nowadays, you have technology that can help a little bit more.
But I asked myself, is at this point in time somebody on this planet Earth doing this?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know, obviously, but I would say.
I mean, it's pretty big Earth.
It is, law of averages.
Yeah.
I mean, there's trysts happening everywhere.
Well, I mean, that's true. That's true. But I do think one of the drawbacks of maybe being the guy who's lending out his apartment is the access. Sometimes you may be in a situation where the timing doesn't work out, or whoever's up there is working overtime, as it were. And in this case, it's, I don't know well, we know what time of the year it is. It's like in almost every black and white movie, it's around New Year's.
Yeah, that's right.
Put
Christmas
a pin in that.
New Year's, yeah.
It's raining outside, and Buddy Boy, he's Buddy Boy.
Yes. Baxter's Buddy Boy.
Yeah, because some other guy
Yeah.
is running late because it's not like the train where everything runs on time. Clearly not familiar with Ottawa. So that's one thing I would find irritating about that situation.
You've given yourself over to the whims of whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then later...
It's tough to perform on that kind of countdown, though.
Exactly.
Like
I know. A lot of pressure. And then 11 o'clock strolls around. He's in bed. I respect that.
Yeah.
I'm a 10 to 11 kind of guy. In and around there.
Sure.
Once in a while, maybe up a little bit later. Treat myself.
Drafting.
And a gentleman named, this name I know, Mr. Dubage.
Dubage.
Gives a real ring-a-ling-a-ling. He's at a bar with some interesting sounding woman.
Yeah, it's supposed to remind him of Marilyn Monroe. That's her voice style.
Is that who that was?
Yeah. Wilder worked with her on Some Like It Hot.
Okay. I thought it was that woman from American Pie.
Martha Coolidge?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
No?
Not even close.
What do I know?
She would have been 84 years old in American Pie.
What I do know, though, who Mr. Dubage is.
I wondered.
And I'm really proud of this one. This makes up for all my recent mishaps, like the one in...
Like looks like Luke Wilson.
No, I've never done a Luke Wilson one. Bradley Cooper. If you recall in Deterrence, I couldn't place the woman.
Yes, sure.
Playing chess.
Shirley Ralph.
Yeah, she's in
Cold
Case, Minority Report. I knew the face, but I had to look it up.
Yes.
This one, didn't have to look it up. I know you. Star Trek TNG.
Okay.
He played the gardener at the Starfleet Academy. If you remember the episode.
I do not.
I'll tell you right now, I don't. It's when Wesley's actually getting his degree or whatever they call it.
Sure.
And there's a mishap in the space. There's
of course,
Space Academy where they fly. There's an accident and someone dies. And anyway, he plays the gardener. And he knows Picard from when he went to Starfleet Academy. So there's
he went
history.
to Starfleet and was a gardener.
No. He's always worked on the garden.
He has always been the gardener.
Always.
He saw Picard when he was in
there. Maybe I misspoke. I do that at home a lot. I just don't say things properly.
It's a good thing you've got a podcast.
Yeah, certainly never said I was qualified. And he has done a lot of other TV stuff as well. I'm sure you.
Oh, he's my favorite Martian.
What's that?
50s television show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's back when you watched TV.
That's right.
Once the 80s, 90s hit, you're like,
Yeah.
you're done with it.
He was also in Johnny Dangerously.
Mm-hmm.
It's a movie I loved. He's in a few things, but certainly a recognizable face for sure.
And he's very animated in this movie as well, which I like about these films.
Big performances.
I think it has a lot to do with diet. I really do.
I completely disagree.
Well, I don't know. Every older movie, Swiss Family Robinson, everything back then, people are go, go, go.
Mm-hmm.
They're zippity zoo.
Sure. Zippity zoo. There it is.
And I just feel our whole level of energy, and it's not just physical, it's mental, like depression and all that stuff is more, what's the word?
Pervasive?
Prominent.
Sure.
Now than it was back then.
That might be the case. What I think it is that this is transitioning from theater, and these are all theater actors in vaudeville and such, so they're big performances. And it wasn't until the 70s when people, or actually even a little later in the 60s and late 50s, where guys like Marlon Brando and later into Robert De Niro and so forth,
low energy.
They're all about realism and naturalism and quiet and the things unsaid and this internalized life, right? Whereas in the 50s, if you watch big performances, big eyes, wah, wah. Even in dramas, it's big emotion, it's big sweeping drama. The scores are always really big and so forth. And I think it's just a transition,
but not reflective to what's.
I don't think it's reflective to like,
life.
Like, ooh, it's 1950. I have more energy. I think it's actually just performance style that went away over time for more subtle, quiet, more reserved performances.
I think we're both right.
Probably.
Yeah. Probably.
History's proven.
Absolutely. Sure.
I mean, it might be a factor, but in terms of from a strictly like filmic perspective, that's the real difference.
One thing that hasn't changed in those years is if you're out in the dreary weather till 4 a.m., you might get sick.
Yeah, this poor schnook, he's a people pleaser. He gives up the apartment, and he's just stuck out in the rain.
Yeah. Do you think he plays sick well, Jack Lemmon?
I really think this is excellent.
Yeah, good theater work.
He gets the right amount of nasal.
Yeah,
high performance of him rustling with the Kleenex box, but Lemmon in particular, this era, he can do no wrong. I love his.
The draw
I love everything about him. I love his voice. I love his face. There's a couple of moments where you can really see a pain that crosses his face in a way that. It just is like the perfect amount of jovial and sorrowful in the same moment. And when he lights up, when he's got the hat and he stands up into frame and he's kind of doing the wide-eyed thing, or watching him care about Fran later, he's just pitch perfect. Everything he does, I love.
My lure, my draw into this actor
is Walter Matthau.
Well, he's another example.
Sure.
Is the ones where you can watch a black and white movie and you can watch something with him in color years later. And I can't say that about many actors or movies that I've watched.
Sure.
But he is the prime example because I'm watching this. Man, he was so good in Glengarry Glen Ross.
Yeah.
A great movie.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. And I've seen Out to Sea. I've seen Grumpy.
Sure. Grumpy Old Men. Yeah.
And I just love that we have access to this guy.
From different stages.
The before and after. And again, these people obviously exist.
Of course.
But for me, he's, I would say, the guy.
Definitely one of the greats. And it helps because we've done a few of his movies already that he can be that connective tissue for you, certainly. But yeah, he's always great. And I agree. Watching Shelley 28 years after this movie, it's a completely different character. It's a completely different vibe, but it's still him, right?
Yeah,
really he
always brings something consistent to the role, and that's a good thing.
He's really good. We got to meet someone who's apparently impervious to illness.
The law of averages.
That's right.
Works out. He gets sick 5 times a year. None for her.
Yeah.
She's taking, what do you call that?
Geritol.
Yeah, maybe.
Shirley Maclaine. Any familiarity with her? First impressions of the character?
I read the credits, like I'm watching the movie.
As you were, yeah.
And my first watch, I didn't realize that was who that was.
Oh, okay. Not a name that really recognized, not a face that particularly recognizes.
Not at all. I thought she was in an episode of Cheers. We talked about that before the show. That was playing Diane's mom, but that was completely somebody else who played in Mary Poppins. So it wasn't like way, way, way off. It was somebody
that existed in movies.
on Earth.
Yeah, in the 60s.
That was in there. She wasn't only Merged in the Building.
Oh, okay.
I watched the first couple of seasons. Great show. Just lost access to it. So she must have appeared.
Didn't want to pay for the premium.
Exactly. So she must have been in later season, which means she's working.
Yeah, 92. Just recently.
Good for her.
92.
I love like
Long Life.
Yeah, like Betty White.
Yeah.
You know, Attenborough just hit
100. Yeah. If anyone was going to, that's that guy.
Oh yeah,
the most peaceful life in the world.
His voice will outlive forever.
Oh yeah, he's signed off on AI. I'm sure he's going to be reading 100%. Our directions on Google Maps any moment here.
Yeah. So obviously, I was aware of the name.
Yeah.
I was thinking she had a drink, but that's Shirley Temple.
That's right.
That's somebody else.
Yeah, another actor. Yep.
But I don't know. I'm not a big
fan. She
paid
Ted Danson's mom, I think. I'm just kidding.
It's Becker. Great show. Actually, not really that great. I'm not a big fan of short hair.
Yeah.
You are.
I am. Yeah.
And that's fine.
We'll
never fight over women.
No.
Well, we're both in happy relationships.
Sure,
we won't anyways. But if we're out there again,
were we to be hitting the streets?
We have very different types.
Very different types, absolutely. So Shirley Maclaine, I don't know her like well. I've seen her in a few things. She's in Sweet Charity, which is a Bob Fosse movie we didn't do in our Fosse trilogy.
That's a shame. On your shelf, I imagine.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the first movie that he directed. That she was in, but she's a name and a face. But I thought she's adorable in this movie. I think she's really good. And she gets a lot of great lines, and I think on some level, it's kind of her movie. It's her story anyway. It's how Lemmon goes up and down. It's obviously he's the lead, but I think there's elements of the story that are really about her and how she navigates those relationships and kind of grows.
That's interesting. I agree. Lead actor, lead story aren't always the same thing.
Sometimes, yeah.
In this case.
Yeah, and I think Lemmon is obviously there to sell you on the rise and fall of a junior executive and this and that.
Yeah, that's there, but it's not the primary.
No, I think it's maybe not the emotional weight of it, right? I think it's her. And so for her to come on, cocksure, pretty funny, cute, if not, gorgeous. And that banter between the two, he's clearly sort of smitten by her.
Yeah.
Pretty obviously.
I'd say.
The only thing I don't really connect on, and they touch on it a little bit, but this is presented to me as if it's the first time they're really hanging out or they're really talking to one another. And I hate that.
Always a problem in these movies, yeah.
Right? Because
or even the apartment in general. I'm like, how long has he been doing this?
Sure, exactly. They don't really establish, but it certainly seems to be.
And the neighbors and the landlady, like, how long has this been going on?
That's right. Like if it's just started, like, hey, what's been going on? What's going on? But if it's weeks, months, years, you already have had these conversations.
You have an eviction notice, but
or you're in a position where you just keep getting more and more. Right? It's one night a week. No one notices. Couple nights, no big deal. But later, when we see his day book,
it's
right, like it is pretty full. So maybe it is an accumulation of that.
That I'm really okay with, actually. But that's a good point.
But I agree. There's a couple of moments, and that's just the way it goes. You don't have the time to build all that.
It's hard to avoid.
But other than that, I thought that this relationship felt natural. Felt like, yeah, these guys are good.
Yeah, she must deal with, or anybody who was an elevator operator. That's a customer-facing position. You're going to be talking to a lot of dudes. I do find in general the dynamic, what it would have been like back then, interesting. Like being a woman, especially. I don't know how that feels.
No.
Though my wife claims I am a woman sometimes. I'm sensitive. I'm sensitive, Philip. But that is a man-driven world.
Totally. You see it. All that. Yeah.
And to be an elevator operator or a secretary, putting up with the constant
pat on the butt, right when someone gets out
like
of
that, or trying to take them out for drinks, and and Lemmon's character obviously seems more sincere in his delivery. Like, I want to talk to you as a human being, get to know you, and he
takes off his hat to the
exactly the only guy.
Yeah,
it's an interesting era of time, and it still exists on some level, sure, but it's certainly changed.
Yeah, I think maybe it's a little less
obvious.
Obvious, yeah. Like it's sort of maybe less accepted. It still happens.
We think about it, but I think don't do anything.
Or I think they hide it better, right? Like it's more secluded.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm sure these kind of office things still happen. But I agree. Like the sort of general consensus is everybody in that elevator is okay with pinching her butt, slapping her butt on the way out. Like not even a blink. And she also is sort of like, oh, you.
She did threaten to, cut off.
That's true. Did lose his hand in the elevator for sure. So she has some power.
Yeah, we don't know how often it happens. That was just like one instance. So maybe everyone else is respectable.
It's tough to say. But if that is what you're being confronted with all the time, it's tough to be, let's say,
You have to have a skill.
Yeah, and receptive to something like Lemmon, who feels sincere, but like I've heard it all before. And Lemmon has those eyes to me that just bleed some sincerity. He could be doing the worst things in the world. He might be a monster, but like he's got kind eyes.
He can slap my ass if he wants. No problem. Yeah, and he gets off 19th, so we get another like office moment with him, plugging away.
Yeah, and he gets a phone call, and the phone call is, "Hey, I need to reschedule."
Yeah,
and the turmoil that this causes,
the Rolodex, everything.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
I love this scene.
Yeah,
and this to me is comedy. Like this is where that movie, we've talked before. It's like, is this funny or when is it funny? Like I can't tell, so forth. This to me is comedic all throughout.
Generally speaking, yes. Again, I'm still don't think it's a comedy, but this lends to be a little bit funnier with.
It's a comedic scene at the very least,
especially with him but I mean, to me, I'm thinking he's the one making it funny because he's sick, sniffling, he's got the thermometer in and going through the Rolodex, and he's calling people. And
that's right. He needs a day off. That's what it is. He doesn't get a call. He needs a day off. So he's like, I gotta cancel today. But in order to do that, you gotta cancel someone else who cancels someone else who cancels someone else.
Exactly, and it worked out well, fortunately.
Yeah, I just think this is Lemmon to me at his best comedic bit of like, because the camera's just on him and he's dialing the numbers, and then he gets the, well, I can't do Thursdays. What about next Friday? It's right. And he's doing the math in his head, and he's sort of flipping the books.
All straight. It's impressive.
And you can watch him thinking, what was that number again? Because I have to call everybody back to say, you're good on Wednesday. You're good on Friday. You're good on Thursday.
It's the whole thing in reverse.
Yeah. So I just, it's like a 2.5 minute scene, but I just think that this is where the movie is its most comedic. And I really like Lemmon playing all of those beats along the way. And at some point, he does get the phone call to go and visit Sheldrake up on the 27th.
Great Sheldrake.
Yeah. Fred McMurray.
Yeah.
Classic. Father Knows Best.
Okay. I looked up, see if there was anybody else I missed, but I knew I could just really just maximize Mr. Dubage.
You really ride that one.
I'm just riding that one for the whole thing there. Okay, so he was in that. I don't know much about that show.
Yeah, he just knows best. That's all I know.
So he's probably a much different character.
Well, he's a father of 4 boys, I think, or something like that.
He's only father of 2 boys in this.
That's right.
I believe.
But probably not an adulterer on Saturday afternoon television.
Not that we saw.
No.
Well, I didn't see any of it, but yeah. So he wasn't typecast. That's good.
Right.
But Lemmon's character is always fast-speaking.
Yeah.
And always talking about, I am the best. I like that. I think that is a more common approach to dialogue in older movies, is that maybe it's just Wilder.
Yeah, I mean,
and maybe it's just Lemmon, a combination of the two.
Yeah, Lemmon is a fast talker, even if you watch him trying to convince Kevin Spacey and Glengarry, right? He's got his thing. And so I think it might just be him as a performer.
Fire, as the kids say.
Yeah. Yeah, Star Trek 6.
Shields! He moseys on up, and we have a secretary who's been trying to call him for 20 minutes. I guess they didn't have pagers and cell phones, apparently, back then.
No.
She's kind of cute. I like her glasses.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
That's my type back then, maybe.
Okay.
A little bit more than the Maclaines of the world.
Sure.
Except for John Maclaine, but no relation. No relation. He goes into Sheldrake's office. And this is an interesting scene.
Yeah.
Because we think this guy's pretty smart.
Baxter.
Yes. He keeps talking about moving on up.
Guy. Sure.
He gets it.
Yep.
And Father Knows Best. And he's more or less hinting at the fact that he knows what's up.
Yes. He's alluding to the fact that he kind of sees something's going on.
Something, not this, but something else that happened before, and he shut it down. And it was pretty bad, apparently.
Sure.
And he gets to him to admit, I believe, that you are doing this. It's your apartment. You're lending it out.
Yes, there's a key that's going around, I've been told,
that's
or I've
key.
Suspected. Yes. And Baxter doesn't get it at first. He's sort of...
Or at second. It takes him
really
a while.
Confused. But ultimately, it is clear that Sheldrake wants in on the action.
The big boss.
Yes.
Yeah, he's the main guy, I think, of this building.
Yeah, certainly. The head of personnel. So certainly the guy that's involved in hirings and firings and whatnot. And he's on the 27th floor.
That's right. And Baxter, I think, seems good with it because of his ambition.
Yeah, you think so?
To move up.
Because it's true.
He's a little under the weather. He's got the Kleenex all over his table.
Yeah.
And he's doing his whole thing there. But
yeah, Baxter the whole time is not a victim, right? He's consciously he's a people pleaser, sure.
Yeah.
But he's not ignorant to the fact that this has helped his situation.
Yes, exactly. It's a give and take. Sometimes circumstances don't work in his favor.
Sure,
obviously,
he's a little annoyed or whatever. But in the grand scheme, he's coming out ahead, I think, because he's not getting paid in money, right? He's not getting help with the rent.
I'm aware of. No.
It's really just that you curry the favor, and everyone keeps patting him up. Buddy boy, we're going to say the nice things. We're going to say the right things. There's a new position opening up. It's all for credibility on that score. So when you're sitting in front of the big guy, you buy in. You're committed.
Yeah. And you almost don't need the other 4 guys at that point. Which
in fact, that ends up being a thing, right? Which makes sense, right? You're like, I got the big kahuna here. I don't need.
Yeah, but do you though?
But
I mean, there's the whole work.
Well, it gets
dynamic.
parasitic, right? Because then you're like, well, I've scratched your back to get you where you are. You can't cut me out. So in a darker movie, like in a gangster type of movie, right? This now is something darker.
A Marlon Brando film. Perhaps.
Yeah, perhaps. Then that is a situation where it's like, you don't screw me, and it starts to pivot into something else. Obviously, this movie is much lighter than that, but you do open it up for that possibility for sure.
We also find out Sheldrake's secretary has a tendency to eavesdrop, which was big in the 60s.
Oh, sure.
We've seen the conversation.
70s,
but
74. It's actually more around the Nixon stuff.
But this is the beginning of it all.
Sure,
right
it all started here.
Because we know what happens.
Which I really think, again, is just really clever writing, is you want to go see The Music Man? And Sheldrake's, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. When do we meet?
At the Majestic.
At the Majestic.
Good movie.
I've been to that theater.
There you go.
And there's this back and forth again, like,
like,
you and me. No, not you. No, I'm going to take your
part.
apart. I will yeah.
That'd be drawn out for you.
That's right. And then he goes back and invites Fran Kubelik to Music Man.
He's got a spare ticket.
Unbeknownst to the audience.
I think it's unbeknownst, but
unbeknownst.
That's it?
Yeah.
All right.
She says, I've got a date. Oh, something serious, right? No, it used to be, but it's not.
And he says, I don't want to get personal.
Yes.
That's a pin, which we'll address in 30 seconds.
Yeah. So I like the fact that the writing and the structure of the movie allows the audience to not really fully grasp just yet how this is all interconnected.
Mm-hmm. Outside the building, because they're still walking together, he's a gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking about how much he knows her.
Yes.
I know everything about you. I know your social insurance number. That's not good.
Sketchy.
She seems fine with it. I knew you had the mumps. You had the measles.
Yeah.
And he also says, I knew you got your appendix out.
Mm.
And she says, don't tell anyone how you know that.
Yeah.
Did you get that joke?
Yeah. What? Same reason why she calls it back later with the knee. I won't tell anybody because I don't have to explain how I know.
I don't know where the appendix goes. I don't know what it does. I don't even know if I have one.
Well, you might remember we talked about the appendix in Jaws when the boys in the boat are comparing their scars, and Roy Scheider is away from them, and he just lifts up his shirt, and there's a little scar on his torso.
Okay.
That's the appendix scar, and it was the only one he could participate in, and it's like nothing, these guys are adventurers, and he just says. The reality is, in order to see that, you would probably have to have seen her naked.
Gotcha.
And so if you're like, oh, yeah, she had her appendix out, how would you know that if you didn't see her naked?
Makes sense. All right, I understand now.
And his knee is the same.
And to remove that pin is he didn't want to get personal.
That's right. Far be it for him to get too personal.
He basically has read her file and got really personal. And she doesn't seem to mind that much.
No, she's almost charmed by it.
I know, which I don't.
That's a cultural thing.
Today.
Nowadays, that would not happen. No.
Creepy.
Although what's ironic is that we give away our profiles and our information to everybody and anything for nothing, right?
Not directly, but...
Check my LinkedIn profile, check my Facebook page, check my whatever, where I went to school, who I know, where I'm going, what, I'm checking in here, at the movie theaters for the next 2.5 hours, right? Like everybody's willing to just give everything away.
I don't think we realize. I was like on Snapchat, for example, you can... have where you are, like where you are right now. And I think my nephew has like, you know where he is right now.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if my sister has it set up that way so she can see.
Sure. And there's benefit to that.
Yeah.
But
same time.
In the wrong hands or whatever else.
It's like you don't want people necessarily knowing.
I mentioned it before. My apartment was broken into right around April time in the mid-2000s in
Which
Vancouver.
Is a different instance of the guy's hands coming in the window.
That's right. Completely different instance. This guy more than the hands
That was
came
the scouting party.
That's right. Different apartment, actually. The reason I left that apartment was... but the only thing I could think of when I was thinking about what was somebody... we think it was an inside job, the insurance guy, the police, or whatever else. But ultimately, I was saying, like, hey, I'm going to go see a movie at 3 o'clock. So I left at 2 o'clock to get to the movie for 3 o'clock.
Somebody knew.
2-hour movie, walked back. It's now 4-hour window.
100% inside job. Do you think it was Larry?
No, Larry
No?
was in Ottawa at the
Graham?
time.
Yeah, no. Something close to you, buddy. Someone's hiding a big secret from you.
Yeah,
Wasn't
yeah.
me.
We never solved the problem. We never
Solved the case.
crime. But
He'd Matlock on that.
Yeah.
Never lost a
he's
case.
a lawyer.
He's never lost a case.
Sure, but he's going to prosecute. I don't even know who to prosecute. I need a cop to. I need the law version of the
of the order.
of the order. Exactly.
Gotcha. Iced tea.
That's right.
There's a type of restaurant, Phil, that I don't go to often. Not a big fan. It's Chinese. I have nothing against the people.
Okay.
Chopsticks I struggle with. but-
Glengarrigan Ross, all about
Yeah.
Chinese restaurant, if you remember.
Yeah, I try the sticks.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, but stick with the fork, generally speaking. But I'm always afraid to ask for it.
Oh,
I get
sure.
embarrassed.
Yeah, you
so
should be.
hopefully he's like someone with me. He's like, I'll get you a fork. I have no shame with that. If someone else will step up for me at the
You're
table,
shameless on that. but-
Yeah.
okay.
but I'm too embarrassed to ask the people that
Interesting.
work there. Yeah, I'm a weird
You're
guy.
a paradox.
But this seems to be Sheldrake's. What's the word? I don't have one. His little girlfriend nest.
His move.
His-
Well,
it's
it
his
doesn't
move.
appear to be that at this point. It's only revealed later that it is. I wouldn't
Yeah.
watch it and go, "Oh,
Yeah. Well,
this is his move."
I've never been to a Chinese restaurant with somebody playing the piano.
Interesting.
Maybe that's something that's again like the
Missed
like the
opportunity.
operator,
Yeah.
a job that doesn't really exist anymore because they can just play it through speakers. Right?
Yeah.
You don't need it live.
Totally. I've been to piano bars, not Chinese restaurants though. So
Yeah, that's specific.
yeah,
it's in the name.
specifically to
It's in the name.
exactly. You're not going there if not.
He does a great job. Sheldrake does
Yeah.
of convincing her.
Oh yeah. He's got moves.
He's not a great guy.
No.
I don't know if I'm the only one that feels that way. He's got this cold approach. He's not soft at
No.
all.
I think
Narcissistic almost. Like
Totally.
always blaming the other person.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's toxic, I would say, I guess,
Generally
in the grand
speaking, yeah.
scheme. But he's attractive and he's successful. So, I mean, those things.
I don't have.
Well, you think about, like, I remember when I was younger, you would think, like, rock stars. And you're like, this guy looks gross. But he's rich and famous and powerful. So it's like,
Groupies.
yeah, like, so.
You're one. I remember you said you were a groupie.
Young people like that can gravitate towards it regardless, right? So this guy can be smarmy and kind of gross or kind of shady or whatever. Doesn't matter.
But have all these qualities that are not qualities of someone you would love, though. And that's really why I don't like Shirley's character.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's good character, and she plays it really well. But as a person, I'm like, what do you see in him to say, I love this guy? Because money isn't love. Money might be attraction, might be something else, but love? I don't know about that. Poor judgment call is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think you're right, ultimately. But I think those things get confused all the time.
I mean, this is not uncommon. This is not an isolated
Yeah, I wouldn't say like this is
situation.
a fault of the movie or something like
No.
that. It's a reality, right? But I
Yeah.
mean, we mistake things for love all the time.
Yeah, chemicals.
Someone that's going to take care of me when I'm struggling. Well, is that love or is that a need or is that a want? You know, someone that fills the void that my parents left. Is that love or is that need or is that something else?
Someone say that you marry someone like your mother.
Yeah, right? Like these are things. So is it love? Sure. There's chemicals. Yeah. But there's also like this human, I think we fill gaps is a thing from the movie Rocky that I love so much. But, you know, sometimes it's that. You need someone in your life that is going to ask for a fork. Right? Now, is that
Yeah.
love or is that I need someone in my life that's going to ask for a fork?
You know, ironically, I married someone who makes me ask for the fork.
Oh, there you go.
She's trying to fix
Build
me.
that up. Yeah, for sure.
Which is probably the better alternative.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I just don't like his tone.
No, but I'm not doubtful of it. Right? I look at her and I look at him and I go, you're an elevator operator. And it doesn't matter.
Hey, don't throw shade at that.
I don't care that necessarily it's infatuation or whatever. Often things start as that and then they get into something deeper.
Yeah. I guess maybe I just didn't see it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like
I totally got it personally. I
Yeah.
felt like this makes sense to me.
Yeah. Now, I'm certainly aware of the existence of the nice guy where you have someone like Jack Lemmon
Yeah.
who's smitten,
Yes. Sweet natured.
clearly likes her, clearly is into her.
Yeah.
She seems somewhat responsive to it,
Mhm.
but she'd rather be with
Totally.
the bad guy
Totally.
to the point where she stands up, Lemon,
Yep.
doesn't text him,
Nothing.
Leaves him hanging at the Music Man.
Yeah. If only she had allowed herself to be seen, he could say, "Oh, she's at the Chinese restaurant. I'm good."
Yeah.
Check the location scout.
Yeah, so I'm not blind to the fact that that's very common. I've played the card where I'm the nice guy,
Of course.
and I can't get the girl, so I turn into a bad boy. Worked
You
like a
flipped it.
charm. I flipped.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did it work?
Not really.
No.
No, nothing worked for me.
Well, I think, in my early teens, I was like the shucksy guy. And, I never really deviated because that's just your sort of natural personality. And truthfully, these movies, this is 1960. It's a bit of a love triangle type, right? If you kind of look at a trope of it. Mm-hmm. They made movies like this for the next 40 years. That shucksy guy and the bad boy and how we're going to do it and like office romance and I'm just really pining, right? Yeah. This is the foundation. That's the nice thing about watching old movies is that you see in others the rip of this.
Patient zero.
Yeah, a little bit, right? So I think that's kind of an interesting take.
We know who you are. You're that guy from Glory Days.
Oh, Mikey.
Yeah, we all know you. You are.
Absolutely. Yeah, I would be a lemon here.
Yeah, you'd be a lemon.
I'd be a lemon.
Yeah, you're a lemon.
Many would consider.
I've been to many lemon parties.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if
I
you
know what that is.
You don't want to know. I have not, by the way. Just be clear about that if you look that up.
Did he?
No. Some connective tissue there. But the good news for him is he handles it very well.
Yeah.
Playing the cool guy doesn't bother me.
We're all good here.
And they love that. They eat it up. But he gets to move to his new office.
Yes. Yeah.
And he gets a little welcoming party. Dubage.
Yeah.
And the three other guys.
And the two other guys.
The other tenors.
Yes.
And this is a line that I love, and it's probably a Wilder thing, but Dubage says to him, "We went to bat for you, and now you're not playing ball."
So good.
Because he's not really giving them the apartment key. Give you some context here.
Sure.
Because Sheldrake gets,
priority access.
Right.
Plays the premium.
Yeah. And I think just Dubage, I think Walston, he's my favorite of the four. He has the most, I don't know, I want to say personality, but his delivery.
Totally. Yeah, I would say, maybe because we know him, he's the star of the three, I would say, right? Because he obviously created or continued, to be.
The other three guys weren't in Star Trek, just saying.
Yeah, exactly. They don't garden anymore, those guys.
And then Sheldrake makes his appearance. Hope everything's going well.
Yeah, he's
great.
Buffers it up, and all the three of them scatter, the big man's in town.
And then we give a funny line, Phil. I don't quite remember the exact setup, but Sheldrake seems to be a little upset, talking about, well, it's not really fair. You go out with a woman a couple times, she thinks you're going to leave your wife, blah, blah, blah. It's not really fair for me. And then Lemmon, with a quick throwaway line, saying it's also not fair for your wife.
Yep.
But his delivery of it isn't like
judgmental.
No. It's just thrown in there. It's like, and it just goes right over Sheldrake's head, more or less. But it's a cute moment.
Yeah, what I love is that thing sets up really the next conversation. So we're at like a Christmas party.
Yes. All the ladies that were on the phone just get up and go.
I love it.
They can't do that.
It's another thing too, right? Receptionists like that, right? Like,
yeah. I love the phone people.
Yeah.
They're plugging it in.
Yeah.
And, that's good work.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Well, you don't have to anymore.
Apparently you don't. You just get up and go to the 27th floor, wherever that party is.
If everyone's at the party, the phones don't need to ring, so you don't need to be there.
Well, they were ringing when they left.
Don't worry about it. They're ringing wondering where the party is.
Yeah, this is these don't really happen anymore. Maybe they do. I'm not in an office. Not on a job. But these big, grandiose Christmas
I've never been in
offices.
an office situation where that was the case.
Like 100 people.
People
making out. Like,
oh, yeah, all over.
What are we doing here?
I really was impressed by and surprised by how, let's say, open and free this kind of stuff was in the 60s.
If you remember Die Hard 1,
yes.
just to clarify, don't want to get you mixed up.
The other Maclaine.
They had a big office party.
It's true. Look how that turned out.
Well, someone walks into an office and they're basically, you get breast. Now, you don't get a breast in this, but you go into Lemmon's office and there's a couple making out in that office.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of
basically, yeah. See, it's the origin of all the office party movies. Yeah. What I love about it really is it's a chance for Fran and Baxter to have more conversation. And she talks about dating a married man and how she kind of convinces herself that she's dating, that she's not dating a married man, right? Like that it's all going to be real and you're going to create this sort of manifest destiny and it's going to be okay. And how when it becomes clear, she gets, kind of saddened by it.
Oh, because Miss Olsen spills the beans
exactly.
on Sheldrake's
trysts.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I couldn't even think of the word.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, that's what she said.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, before you, it was me, and
somebody
before
else.
so-and-so. Oh, you're the latest sort of the
not the
soup du
last.
jour, if you will.
Yeah.
But it triggers this thing, and it causes some pause for
Reflection.
a little bit.
Yeah, she's feeling pretty down.
Yes.
Which
And it has
is-
to leave, effectively.
Yeah, with Lemmon in the office, and he has this opposite. He's all excited about his hat.
Yeah.
He's got the junior executive hat, the one that you cannot pull off.
Yes.
I'd love to see you try, though.
Yes. He's so giddy when he puts
Yeah.
it on.
So how about you, me, and the hat go out?
Yeah.
I think that's fun. And then we have the mirror.
Yes.
Now he knows.
That's right. She looks at the mirror. He recognizes it because that was the thing that Sheldrick, right? And you're like,
Yeah.
ooh.
His demeanor
Yeah.
is now down with hers because she's already a Debbie Downer at this point. And it's the music. I don't want to say stingy, but
No, but
it's obvious.
Sure.
When
Drama is
yeah,
happening,
when the
right?
emotion changes, the music shifts with it. I think it's just more subtle these
Yeah.
days. And she has a sad moment when she talks about the mirror. It's always been broken. I want it to be broken because it's a reflection.
Yeah, she's a broken person.
She's a broken person, and
Yeah.
that's not great.
It's a little on the nose, but again,
Yeah.
it works. It's true.
There's not a lot on the nose, so you can have a couple nosy situations.
It's visible and it's obvious, but in 1960 probably wasn't, and I think it holds up. It's not so offensive. You're like, oh god.
And they all
another
had mirrors
example.
back then.
That's right.
They still do.
Cracked rear view, a little hootie for you.
Yeah, I should. Don't do that. I should have a mirror because I have a lot of saliva.
Oh, okay.
Shut up. And so I get like food stuck in my teeth a lot. So I should have one of those mirrors.
Is that a
because-
saliva thing?
I assume so.
Okay.
Because like spinach, like I know a lot of people struggle with spinach,
Yeah.
and that's why a lot of people don't eat it, and it's gross. I like it.
Yeah.
I like kale too.
Yeah.
But yeah, my wife looks at me like, dude. She doesn't ever say dude, but never once she did that. Terrible at impersonating her.
Sure.
But it's pretty gross.
Yeah. Okay. Well, luckily it's an audio podcast we're dealing
Yeah.
with. So
Well, you've never said
I just have to
anything. I
deal
make
with
sure I floss before I come.
smart
I
man.
do that for you, buddy.
I appreciate it. What happens here is we get Lemmon makes a turn. Once he discovers this, that Sheldrake is the guy, it changes his demeanor. I think that turn is really, really,
It's the right move.
it's really well performed and clear and obvious. And what I like about it is it causes an audience member who's maybe on his side to see, and it causes himself, I suppose, to some extent. And this echoes what Fran said in her previous conversation, which is it's all fine really until it affects me.
And we
Right.
talked about that a couple weeks ago, and actually in deterrence,
That's
actually
right.
everything's fine until you're affected.
Until
by
you're the
it.
person that's affected
You're
by
on the
it.
outside now.
That's
Whatever.
right.
It's a little bit different, obviously, but
Exactly.
same premise.
And so that in this movie, in this moment, is allowing the audience who is rooting for Baxter, it's a moment of clarity of you have not been a good steward, if you will, to everyone else's wife. Right? Like everybody else that he's been dealing with
Yeah.
is cheating on their spouse. And,
He's aware. Doesn't
cares?
care.
It doesn't
he
matter.
says, like, hey, none of my business.
That's
5
it.
apples, 4 apples.
so be it.
Yeah.
So I like that it's a bit of a record scratch moment to kind of question and think about our own implicit behavior, as it were, our own acceptance of it. So I think the scene is incredibly well handled for that reveal.
Now, Sheldrake and Fran are at the apartment, which happens a lot in this movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
So much that it's the title.
You might as well name the movie then.
This is just another scene to remind you, if you weren't sure, he's not a great guy.
Yeah.
She's in tears. You should never wear mascara if you're with a married man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you knew that.
No, that's good advice.
Did you buy his explanation to why he does what he does? He's like, I'm unhappy at home.
Yeah.
And what does a guy do when he's unhappy at home? He runs around with girls. And maybe.
Yeah.
And you're the last one, though.
Yeah.
Like, there's not one that comes after you.
Yeah. Yeah, that all checks out.
I've done it.
Well, I just think that's your angle. That's your game.
Yeah.
Right? And he said that, I'm sure, to the 4 other previous women that get fed up or whatever, or
the
he
divorce
gets bored.
story, and he can't divorce his wife because, and this I agree with, the timing isn't great. It is Christmas.
Sure.
There's kids involved.
Totally.
Maybe you wait till after New Year's.
Yeah.
February.
Yeah, you got to pick the right divorce time.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's just I want to do what I want to do, and I'm going to create the fallacies, and I'm going to create the storylines, and I'm going to create the business that allows me to do what I want to do.
His dialogue and his delivery, I think I said the same thing earlier. It's just cold.
Yes.
It's insensitive. It's your fault. and he doesn't blink an eye of emotion or I feel bad for you in any way. He has one moment where he says, yeah, I guess I deserve that.
Yeah.
And that seems to be enough.
Sure.
Like he's like, okay.
Yeah. Granted.
Every 50 things I say, I'll say one of those. And
Yeah.
I've renewed my.
Sure.
my-
But I mean, I've had relationships where whether I was the toxic or they were the toxic, it's
At least somebody was.
you want to believe what they're telling you.
Mhm.
So someone can be mean and then say, well, no, I love you, babe. And you're like, okay. For a variety of reasons, people accept that all the time.
Yeah. When you watch it, though, it's really hard. And it's not because it's a bad performance. You see, like, what are you doing?
Yes.
Why are you with this guy?
Like a horror movie, like anything, you're just
Yeah.
wrestling with what
Yeah.
the decisions are here.
Even though in reality, it could have happened to you, and it happens. It's not like this is just in movies.
No, it's not like a fabrication.
There's people in toxic, abusive relationships,
Totally.
sadly,
Yep.
More than we'd like to think.
Totally.
So that checks out. But just watching it, it's
Yeah.
you can be like, come on, what are we doing here?
It's really tough. And I mean, ultimately, it's like the perks of being a wallflower, right? The line that Paul Rudd says to is,
He's in that?
yeah.
Okay.
He says, you know, we accept the love we think we deserve, right? This is an example of
Yeah.
that to me, is that
That's
that
true.
she's broken on some level and will put up with whatever she needs to put up with.
I think it's part of it because I didn't get that from her at the beginning.
Sure, she's
She
just
seemed-
competent and
She seemed
confident.
happy. She's one of the best, if not the best,
Yep.
elevator operator.
Certainly.
But there is that sadness that maybe you have to look a little deeper for,
Yeah.
get the magnifying glass out
Sure.
and see that it exists. And
Yeah.
just because we're not seeing it on screen because she's professional,
Yes.
that's
Yeah, it creeps up obviously throughout the movie, certainly from this point on, because she
yeah.
they had a pretty big fight. He is pretty dismissive of, you know, Merry Christmas, here's $100, get yourself something nice.
Was it $100 or
Yeah.
$182?
I think it was $100.
That's right. That's Seinfeld. He gives Elaine $182 for her birthday.
Okay.
Now, they were together at some point, but she had the same reaction as she did. It's like, you're giving me money? What am I, a hooker? And then George gives Elaine $91 because they're not as close.
That's right.
Good episode.
Classic.
But really, when you're dating a married man, this is sort of what you sign up for.
Yeah.
I get the point where he can't just be out there buying gifts
Yeah.
like Alan Rickman.
Sure.
Love
Oh,
Actually. Yeah.
yes.
But I can see, like, it's inappropriate, yes, but the explanation makes sense. in
Yeah,
a
it's a
weird
tough
way.
angle, right? Because she says she convinced herself it's another thing. It's when you're confronted with the reality. What you want to do is live in a bubble, right? Like in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
past, I've been the other guy in occasions, and
Yeah.
vice versa. You know,
Yeah,
and then you're like, whoa, you signed up, right? Like,
Yeah, you don't want to be the other guy anymore. You
yeah, and you're like, I want something more than this, or I don't want this feeling anymore. And what I think the movie does best is it doesn't judge anybody in this movie. I don't think.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I
Sheldrake
agree.
isn't a bad monster guy, and Kubelik is not an angel, and Baxter is not an angel. She is benefiting on some level from whether it's even just the illusion of love. We all want it, whether it's an illusion or fact. So she gets that thing from him when it happens.
We all crave it.
Yeah. And so this is the consequence of it, yes, but it's a consequence even if this was a healthy relationship, like meaning even if she wasn't or he wasn't married, that relationship would be struggling because they're not connecting on the things that she needs. So and he needs.
And she is outside of her bubble by the end because she says, "Don't kiss me because of the lipstick. You don't
Yeah.
have lipstick on you."
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
So
She plays along, right? But that's
Yeah.
the thing that always bothers her, right? And the women in this movie really have keep talking about that, right? Why are you always bringing me up to this place? Whose place is this anyway?
It's my mother's.
Yeah, right. Like there's all this intrigue
Yeah.
that happens,
Yeah.
and they're always rushing off to the 7:15 train, and so there is this sort of understanding of the circumstances, and you either go with it or you don't. But for her, she plays along, even if it hurts her inside, which it does, and she says it as much. But there isn't judgment necessarily. She's not necessarily even judging him. She knows what she's getting into.
No, that's really up to us if we want to judge.
Yeah, as an audience. And
Yeah.
I don't know that the movie presents anybody as like a real bad guy.
No, it's not asking us, "Hey, judge these people."
Yeah. You do it anyway. But,
Of course, you know.
so anyway, I just think that this scene really is well affected that way.
One thing we haven't really touched on, and you just kind of alluded to it, is the dynamic of, maybe not dynamic's not the right word, the ecosystem of this apartment situation.
Yeah.
We've met the neighbors. We've met the landlady. One thing that happens is the guy is just amazed at the sexual prowess
Oh, yeah.
because he thinks it's Baxter.
Sure.
Always having these women over.
Yeah.
And he's playing up, yeah, it's me.
Yeah.
We want your body
Yes.
to examine it
Yeah.
after you're dead to see how you're able to go like a machine. They're having sex 5-6 times a day, every night.
Yep. A lot of drinking too. He's got all the
always
bottles and
with
stuff.
the booze.
Yep.
He ran out of cheese crackers,
Of course.
unfortunately. So
Happens to the best of us. Well, that doctor comes in handy because she is in a bit of a state.
that's why I'm setting it up.
Yeah, no, that's smart. That's smart. And
Yeah.
so Sheldrake and Kubelik have their tryst.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you want to do a meanwhile?
If we're doing a meanwhile in a De Palma movie, this would be a split screen.
Yeah, sure.
We have Baxter drowning his sorrows in a bar.
In a bar, yeah.
This is kind of your wheelhouse.
Used to be, if the bar was at home. I've never had straw wrappers launched at me. I've had a lot of projectile launched at me, but usually bigger things. Now, in black and white movies, it's hard to tell if women are lookers,
Yeah, sure.
but I get the impression this one in the bar,
Yeah.
not great, not hot. Like beer.
Wow.
This might be a beer
Wow.
goggle situation.
Yeah. Yeah, she's got a man herself.
Yeah, somewhere else.
Cuba.
Cuba. Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right, because we get the Fidel
What do you
Castro.
think of
there.
Castro in 1960?
He was fine.
Sure.
He was just,
Yeah.
peak. Wasn't he peak Castro at this time?
A couple years away from the Bay of Pigs incident and the Crusades, and
The missile crisis?
yeah,
That's a thing.
It's totally a thing. So yeah, he's early up and comer at this point. I wouldn't say peak Castro. But we get Baxter, who's sad, is smitten by this girl. He's obviously out of reach, can't do it, and he's frustrated that his big boss is the guy. So he's got real no play here.
Mm-hmm.
And I think on some level, when you're the aw shucks guy, and everybody else around you is not the aw shucks guy, maybe you try and make a move.
Guess.
It's kind of what he's doing. I don't think it matters whether she's a looker or not. I think it's really just like, my apartment's been getting a lot of action.
Mm-hmm.
None of it's mine.
I want a piece.
And I'm just a little tired of being the aw shucks guy.
Yeah, that's fair.
But his true nature comes in when he gets to the apartment.
Oh, wait, slow down. You
Whoa,
missed a
okay.
very important part of this movie.
Oh, jeez.
The dance.
Oh, yeah.
Like the cheek against the cheek. Like no one dances like that.
Yeah, it's a little
Like
funny.
they both have no real true emotional connection. That's the dance of two drunk people getting together
Yeah.
for the sake of getting together.
Totally.
That's that dance.
There's a great movie called Trees Lounge that has a similar kind of moment, and it's
Dance like that. Yeah.
It's a little less
Cheek to cheek.
dance, but it is two broken people, or even if they're not broken, you can be just drunk. Like, it's not like they're
Yeah.
right. Like, you can be just drunk, and it's not systemic of a larger problem,
No.
right? You just had a couple of drinks.
Pretty common.
I had one guy, we did karaoke, and he starts off the night, and he's like 20 feet away from the screen, singing and belting his eyes out, and then throughout the night, he gets closer and closer and closer to the point where he's literally sitting in front of the monitor because he can't see anymore. And I was like, well, that is not a broken guy. He's just a guy that's been having
visually impaired. at
He's
that
just
point.
having a fun night.
Yeah.
And this doesn't look like a fun night, but Baxter's about to
Yeah.
try and make it a
Try.
fun night.
Yeah. Back
But
to the apartment.
That's it. But Kubelik has a problem.
Yeah.
And we see that through the camera. She's poking around the bathroom, and Pryor, in the meanwhile,
Yeah, Richard Pryor.
she sees the pills, and we kind of know what's going to happen, and obviously it comes to fruition here. And Baxter just goes right into, I'm back to aw shucks, but I'm also a man of action. But I don't care anymore about the bar chick. Even if I just need to get a piece, and I'm just lonely, and I just need this and this.
I think
Yeah.
you're having sex beside the body that might be dead.
Unless the phone rings.
Yes. Yeah, boy, yeah, you'll pick up that phone. You'll pick that up. Yikes. Yeah, he drops that woman like a bad habit, shoves her out the door.
Yeah, he goes into fix-it mode, and I like that. Again,
Yeah, I mean, it's the
he's
right
like a
thing to
decent
do.
guy
Yeah.
to her. Obviously, she's potentially dying, right?
And like in Rear Window, they had a whole pill scene too,
Oh, that's true.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Remember,
yeah,
she didn't do it, but Maclaine did.
Yeah, she absolutely did.
Now, have you? This is a personal question, Phil. Have you ever had your stomach pumped?
I have not.
Okay, me neither. Surprisingly,
That's surprising.
I knew when to stop.
But we did Almost Famous. Penny Lane had her stomach pumped, so
That's happened. Yeah,
we've seen it.
it's embarrassing.
Yeah, it's not great, but luckily the movie handles it with care and off screen.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see in Lemon's face that he's really upset about it.
Especially when she's getting slapped.
All of it. Yeah,
Obviously,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
doing that, the doctor, for a reason.
Correct.
It's not like, I don't like you.
No.
You
no.
dummy. Slap.
Yeah, I thought this scene was really sad
Mm-hmm.
and beautiful, and
That's
really
right up your alley.
emotional, I thought.
Yep.
And even in the midst of that, he still thinks to save her reputation. Doctor's taking the notes, then he takes full ownership. Oh, she's with me, and we had a fight. So I just think, despite the fact that everything we've seen him do up until now has been self-serving and pretty shady for the other people, but he's complicit in that.
Yeah. But I think deep down, this guy's a good guy.
Yeah, I think ultimately
this is what
that's
we
the
see here.
takeaway,
Yeah,
right?
before, to me, the whole thing he's doing with the apartment, that's business.
Sure. Yeah, he's not the one doing it theoretically.
Yeah.
He's just a facilitator.
He's enabling it and,
Yeah.
the bad
No
behavior.
judgment.
But hey, no judgment here.
Yeah.
But yeah, this certainly a tone change for this movie, which is already, to me, not a comedy.
Yes.
And if it wasn't before, it's certainly not now.
Yeah, and we're about halfway through the movie, and I think it's telling, like you're saying, that the tone shift and the suicide we're now dealing with, or suicide attempt anyway, the sort of debauchery, the adultery, these are all things, like we mentioned at the beginning, very forward thinking to me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't remember this movie being, let's say, as dark or as willing to tackle these types of subject matters. I remembered more the comedic, farcical, upstairs, downstairs, you're in the apartment, I'm in the apartment, oh no, right?
Sure.
Hijinks ensue. Like the stuff at the beginning.
And funny you bring that up. We do have one of the guys come for us 4 o'clock.
That's true, yeah.
And what's funny is these guys have been really pushy.
Yeah.
And once he sees her in the bed,
Yeah.
he's almost like proud.
Absolutely. You get
this-
yourself some, buddy boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And he leaves rather easily.
Yeah.
But I guess that's the code.
It's his apartment.
Yeah.
Right,
But-
and so I
but
think
that
at
didn't
some
bother them
point-
before. They don't care.
Yeah, I think it's because he thinks they're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're one of
You're
us.
doing one of us,
Okay,
exactly.
We can't. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I don't want
And-
to be a hypocrite.
Exactly. And he had already commented on how people have tried with
Yeah, he's impressed.
Cuba, like, oh, you got
Yeah,
that one? Good for
kudos.
you, right? So
Yeah.
it's shady, but I think it does explain maybe a little bit more willingness to leave rather than the guy at 11, which was like, you got to let me in. I've got to,
He's hot though. Just needs half hour.
That's
all
right.
he needs.
It's Christmas morning now, or Christmas afternoon, whatever it is. And Baxter he almost wants to facilitate this relationship. He's saying, look, she's in a bad way.
He's batting for Sheldrake.
Yeah. Like basically,
Yeah.
like you're saying, you're trying to save a little face. Look, come in. You should know
whole
this
rest of
happened.
the movie.
Yeah.
Basically, standing up.
It's a bit shocking, but that shows that
It's a good move.
even in the midst of all of his pining for Kubelik, he still has his eye on ambition at this juncture anyway,
Yes,
until it
he
finally
does.
kind of breaks.
Well-
But fundamentally, he's still trying to protect himself on top of everybody else.
100%. They're playing gin.
Yes.
I don't know if you have ever played.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you know what the blitz is.
Of course.
Okay. Well, I'm not old enough to play gin yet.
Okay.
At that moment, same thing. He's reassuring her that
yeah.
this is the case. He loves you.
He said nice things. He's really
Just wait it out. He's
Yeah.
going to leave his wife. And she's just. Did you ever see her, like, when she fell asleep there? How she sunk
Oh yeah.
right into that
yeah.
that bed? That was a good move.
Oh yeah. She's really good. It made me wish I was in that bed.
I'm sure.
Not necessarily with her. I just needed I need more sleep.
With Jack Lemmon. But I really think it's only a matter of time where, it's a movie, right? So things will need to boil over. Or
Yeah, I think inevitably that this world leads to consequences. On a long enough timeline,
gonna
something
crash.
breaks. Sometimes it's helped. In this case, the secretary gets fired.
Why does she get fired, Phil?
Well, she's a little nosy. We established earlier she likes to listen in.
Which is a common trait in 60s secretary, I would
Of course.
think, right?
Of course.
She's an eavesdropper.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah.
what it's built into the territory.
Yeah. In a few minutes, though, she's going to go for gold.
That's it. He finds out that she's chatted Kubelik a little too much.
Causing problems at the
And
office.
and she kind of calls him a little bit out on it, and he's like, "You're fired."
yeah. Month severance, though.
Yeah, I mean, not a bad deal. I know you have some experience in this world.
Yeah. Got more than a month.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say.
Yeah. And she is then emboldened, let's say, to make a couple of phone calls.
Just one.
You don't know.
Well, that's true. It's worth about 10
But
cents.
we're privy to one of them.
Yeah.
And wants to talk to Mrs. Sheldrake.
It's important. Concerns your husband. Exactly. And we leave it there for now.
Totally. And I think
We know.
we know what's happening. And it's inevitable.
Now, is she a rat or a whistleblower?
That's the question, Dave.
I don't
That
think
is the
she's
question.
either. There's got to be
There's a third option?
I think there is. I don't know what it is because rat's more of a prison thing, a cop thing.
Negative connotation for sure.
Yeah. Now, whistleblower is corporate. Now, we are in a building.
I think it's probably a little more on the whistleblow
It is,
side,
if I had to pick.
but it's corporate in the setting,
Yeah.
but it's personal in the substance.
Rat blower? Whistle rat? One of those things?
Rat blower might be a little tough to sell in the modern age, but we'll workshop it.
We will.
And never come back to it again.
Meanwhile, I don't mind doing another meanwhile.
Of course, yes.
One thing that's been brought up, I think, at this point is someone who's committed suicide will try again, which I'm sure there's truth to that. And he comes back, Baxter does the apartment, and smells gas.
Yep.
Now, in this day and age, we have different appliances, and they work a little bit differently.
Yeah.
And so he thinks that she's just has gas going on and she's killing herself.
Yeah,
that
like
way.
carbon monoxide, whatever else.
Yeah.
We saw in the Virgin Suicides that, right?
That works,
and Surviving Christmas. You remember? Start the stove and put your head into
Yeah.
it. So
That's a big one back in the day.
yeah.
Common
So I think
That's your instinct.
It's not unreasonable that he feels that, and he'd already taken out all of the
Razor blades
and pills and everything else that he can kind of think
Makes
of.
it tough to shave.
Yeah.
It's also established that he uses a tennis racket to strain spaghetti, Philip.
Yeah.
I don't know how much strainers are back then or if they haven't been invented, but I guess if you need a
Quick fix works for me.
cleanliness of the racket was my concern. But I play tennis, so I'm using the racket.
Okay.
So
You don't think it add a little that starch might add a little extra spin to it? Could be helpful.
Yeah, backspin.
Yeah.
Very important in tennis. And he explains his attempted suicide.
Yeah.
What a great way to empathize.
Yeah.
That's the definition of empathy.
Totally.
Is I know how you feel.
Yep.
I've done it before. My method was different and unsuccessful, clearly.
Yes. Yes.
Have you ever tried that? Shoots himself in the knee, I think.
Yeah, he kind of fumbles, he says, and it just
cop comes through the window and
he gets excited or something. Anyway, I thought hilarious and really sweet. And he offers to show it, and she says, no, because I don't want to have to explain how I know, right? Like a little callback to the earlier joke about the appendix. I think it's a pretty good bonding moment. We just talked earlier about the Jaws scene where someone is comparing scars and such. It feels like almost obviously it's very, very different, but there is this feeling of like Hooper and Quint hate each other and then they bond over that. And this is a moment of, you might feel embarrassed, you might feel silly, you might feel ashamed, you might feel all of the things for having been caught in this predicament.
Not alone.
But don't worry. I've been there.
Yeah.
And it does solidify that relationship. It sweetens that relationship up. And I found that scene very moving.
It didn't unmove me. So
I
that's
don't know what that
something.
means.
Well, look it up. Look it up. What I will say about the movie generally, though, at this point, I did find the second half
Okay.
dragged a little bit. When I'm taking notes, I'm looking at things. I'm looking at the second half, and like there's a lot of little things happening
Sure.
that I just didn't really
Care.
jot down. Or
Okay.
I wouldn't say care, but it just felt a little drawn out from the point of her overdosing till the end. Because we have a whole hour to go
Yeah.
from that point. So just to do what they did
Yeah.
in that 1 hour is they have a moment like this, which is good.
Yeah.
And then we have the brother-in-law.
Yeah.
And that's what I have next.
Yeah.
Unless you have something else in between. But he catches wind that she hasn't been home.
Yeah.
And comes looking around the office, first of all. And because Dubage and the boys have...
They rat him out.
Yes.
This is a rat.
Well, it's corporate, so it's a whistle.
Oh, yeah. That's a good question.
Might be that third one.
Sure.
As well. So they give him the address and he pops by.
Yeah.
And,
This guy reminds me of Martini in It's a Wonderful Life.
oh, yeah. He had
You
a face.
two guys, I'm going to sell
Yeah.
you. That kind of attitude in the face a little bit.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
But yeah, I agree with you in that there's convalescence. There isn't much sort of quote unquote happening. Truthfully, what it is to me is the relationship is building a little bit more. They're spending more time together.
Yeah.
And sharing more stories and kind of,
Spaghetti, yeah.
she's drying the socks. You see that contraption? I really like that.
No, I missed
the
that
wire
one.
hanger. It's got it's like a sock.
There you go. I got to watch it again.
So it's like almost putting them in the same space as like this could be a vision of the future.
Could be the Mankins.
Yeah, that's right. The brother-in-law stuff I actually don't really care for. I don't really find it all that interesting, but it adds a little drama near the end. It's fine.
It's got a good right hook.
And I love Lemon's reaction to that.
Oh,
Don't feel a thing.
Yeah, that was nice.
It's such a cute.
He's in love.
This is a very beautiful movie in those kinds of ways, and Lemon is just so great at delivering that kind of line.
And despite feeling those things, which makes one of the scenes coming up interesting because he runs into her back at the office.
Mm-hmm.
She's back with Sheldrake.
Yeah,
Or
Sheldrake.
they're waiting out the divorce, right?
Yes,
They're just
yes.
things are happening.
Yeah, only a matter of time.
And he sticks with his guns with everything's going to work out for you. Everything's good for me. I'm going up the chain here. Everything's great. That's the game to play.
Yeah, 6 weeks, I think she said, or something.
Yeah,
like,
it's
it's
been
been a
6
while.
weeks.
Like, you haven't said a word to me. And
Yeah.
it's like, hey, I'm just working the system here.
That's what you do, though.
Yep.
He's got game.
And says even, I've got a date with that woman right over there.
Sure, yeah.
And then the reveal that, nope, he just gets a pack of gum and leaves.
And he's practicing this spiel
Yes.
to himself in his office, pretending that Sheldrake's in front of him.
Yeah.
And I love scenes like this. It's actually Glory Days with Affleck
Yeah, that's right.
in the mirror talking to his
That's
dad.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get it. No, I get it. Yeah, totally. What I think is really great about it is the switcheroo. Baxter's practicing. I've got the whole thing laid out, Sheldrake. I'm going to solve this problem. I've got it all worked
Yeah,
out.
I'm going to stand my ground. And
And he walks in, and Sheldrake basically says exactly what he was going to say. I've got this whole thing worked out. My wife left me.
yeah.
And Baxter's so selfless that he's ultimately like, great. You know, he's obviously disappointed, but he wants to facilitate that too, at least in his early stages, until Sheldrake says things like, well, first, before I get into Miss Kubelik, I want to be a bachelor for a little bit. And now it's
Hasn't really
like,
changed.
it's not about her. It's the lifestyle and so forth.
Exactly.
And that is what puts Baxter over the edge, I think.
He knows there will be women after
That's
her.
right.
Yeah.
If you want my girl, quote unquote,
Yeah.
I'm okay because she loves you and that's cool. But if you don't and you're just going to manipulate and hurt, that's when he stands up. It gives Baxter a moment of pride and Sheldrake a moment of humility. I couldn't win this one.
Not only has he quit his job, looks like he's just packing up things in his apartments.
Which makes sense. If your apartment's been a fuckfest and it is a suicide attempt, from a girl you like maybe it's time to move on.
Yeah. New city, new
It's a redefine.
restart, yeah. Or shoot yourself.
That's right.
But you tried that, didn't work. So
Meanwhile,
yeah.
we have New Year's Eve party at the Chinese restaurant. Look and Sheldrake.
Great Sheldrake, yeah.
And this exchange, I think, is great. He effectively just continues to tell the same old story, the same old
In
lies.
the same restaurant.
We got to wait for this and don't get too fast on that. And honey, pump the brake. Right. She hears how Baxter quit.
Yeah.
And so she finally kind of realizes that,
It clicks.
that Baxter's had her back the whole time, whereas Sheldrake's kind of obviously manipulating her to some extent.
Sheldrake turns his back.
A great scene. Lights go
Great-
low. For
Great
the countdown.
song.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the song.
Sure.
Does every black and white movie that we've covered during the holidays? Because this song, I feel, is in every black and white movie we've done.
I don't know that it's in The Lost Weekend,
Okay.
but it's for sure in It's a Wonderful Life.
yeah.
Pretty pivotal
I feel like
moment.
it's...
But
yeah.
it could be in Days of Wine and
never hear
Roses.
the song in any modern movie.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a
Yeah.
good point. I'll have to find a modern movie, take it off the shelf.
Please, yeah,
If there is
please.
one.
Yeah, if I don't, that's what I'm saying.
some research.
It doesn't exist. It's in every black and white movie, though. Maybe not Last Weekend.
He sings, he's holding up the glass, he's all king of the world, and he turns around and she's gone.
Gonzo.
And she rushes back to Baxter's apartment and hears what sounds like a gunshot.
Did that fool you the first time?
No.
No, of course not. But
And they
yeah,
get into
some champagne.
celebrate. We're going to get the glasses. And I think it's a nice culmination. And he's alluded to a couple times now, we got to finish that gin game.
Yeah, you know what? He seemed too excited for just a game of cards. Like, that's the thing.
Yeah, 1960.
If it's like a menage a trois, sure. That's the level of excitement I felt from that line.
Okay.
That's happening.
Yeah.
But just to finish a simple
Sheldrake's
game
coming
of,
later.
Yeah,
After the
oh,
countdown.
there's a version out
Yeah, I
there.
believe
Don't look
it.
it up. But but to be that excited about a silly game of gin, I thought was a little too enthusiastic.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm out at
He's
this
kind of
I mean, it's so close.
he's kind of giddy that she's even there at that point and tells her like, "You're just the greatest, and I love you."
He does drop the L-bomb.
Yep. And what is her response?
Oh, shut up and deal?
Shut up and deal.
I mean, the tone wasn't like, shut up and deal, loser.
No, wasn't that?
But it might as well have been. Because if
Wow.
you don't get the I love you back, it's out there like a giant Mauser ball. Ask George Costanza.
That's right. What are your thoughts on this last line? It's Billy Wilder's specialty, as far as I'm concerned.
Not a big fan.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
there it is.
I'm so focused on the, oh my God, this relationship is not going to last.
Wow.
Because if you drop that I love you and that's what you get, you're two hurt people. It reminded me of one of your favorite films we've done in the last 6 months, Passchendaele. Oddly enough.
Sure.
When they're having that little moment where I can't be with you because you're broken.
Yeah.
And you need to fix that
Yep.
first.
Yeah.
And neither of them are fixed.
No.
I don't think Baxter's as broken,
No.
but she's got work to do.
Sure. But why not
This is
work
a-
on it together?
This is a rebound situation. It just
Wow.
doesn't end well.
No romanticism whatsoever.
She is going
in
to
Dave over
use
here.
him Maybe not like consciously.
Sure. That's old cynical Dave coming through. Let me talk about.
What do you think?
I think this is
Sweet?
This is the way it's going to go. Absolutely, I think it's totally sweet.
Down with the sour side, buddy.
She just got away from Sheldrake.
Which is good. I'm happy.
Totally.
I'm
So
happy
maybe she's
for
not
that.
quite so willing to give the
Oh, of course.
"I love you"
He
in the
should
moment.
have dropped it.
That's his problem. But ultimately, I think the fact that she's saying like "shut up and deal," this gin game that's been trying to start and stop for the last hour of the movie, it's a sign that she's letting him in. And if you remember things like Sunset Boulevard, this is ready for my close-up. Some Like It Hot. Nobody's perfect. This is a lot movie.
Jack Lemmon's in that too,
Jack
I believe.
Lemmon. Yeah, he's the one that says the line.
Okay.
He's just a great writer. And I thought this ending, though not bombastic or anything like that, I thought it was really appropriate and really fun. I love that it's a bit of a button, a little bit of a zinger before the credits roll. It makes me smile.
So it sounds like this movie is probably staying on your shelf, though. You said you hadn't watched it for 25 years. That puts into question.
It's validity on the shelf.
Yeah, it could be on the edge.
Yeah, I love it. I thought it just is such a light, breezy movie for something that, again, I didn't anticipate being as thematically heavy. I think the thematically heavy is handled with such dexterity and beauty. They both play these roles so effervescently.
Take it easy.
That I find the movie very light, very appealing, and engaging. It's not a movie necessarily that goes on my greatest films of all time, but I loved watching it. I just really liked living in that world for the couple of hours that it was.
Okay.
And I'm happy to revisit it maybe more often, but it's definitely going on the shelf because I'll watch it for sure.
It's going to be on the top of your shelf.
That's right.
Letter
Right in the
A,
A's, buddy.
Right there, if you're an alphabetical kind of guy.
Now, David, you addressed earlier that you didn't particularly care for the last line. You made some allusion at the beginning that it might not stay on the shelf, which is not unheard of, certainly in these conversations. Your shelf must be about 4
pretty
deep.
small. It's not very big.
It's very tiny.
It's all Bruce.
So let's have it. What are your final thoughts on the movie and maybe a little tease for what happens next week?
My shelf is full of other Maclaines.
Yes, right. You went the other Maclaine. Yeah.
No, I'm not averse to having a black and white movie on my shelf. Why would I be? But I don't have any.
Yeah, and you haven't yet.
No, and the closest thing I have is The River Kwai.
Okay.
Because I think it was originally in black and white.
No.
It wasn't, eh?
No.
But I got the 4K version of it.
Sure.
And well, it's coming off maybe this year.
Okay.
This will not be my first black and white movie on the shelf.
Boo earns.
Reason being, I didn't not enjoy the movie. I watched it 3 times. It was different than what I thought, but not necessarily in a bad way. I like the performances. It's a unique story. And I typically like the black and white movies that we do. This one doesn't quite make it because the second half was a bit of a lull.
Okay.
Especially the second and third time I watched it, I really struggled to get through it.
Okay.
I'm ready for this to wrap up, and a lot of scenes in the apartment, things just weren't really happening.
Yeah.
And that last line, like, come on, what are we doing here? No, just kidding. But I don't see myself wanting to watch this movie again. Didn't quite get there for me. I know, as usual, I typically end up being a bit of an outlier. It had good reviews.
Yeah.
IMDb was pretty kind to it.
Yeah.
Possibly a classic.
Best Picture winner, 1960. You don't like movies. I get it.
But I think I need a movie to engage me more in the second half than the first. Finish that second half strong.
Okay.
For me even to consider.
Wow. All right. Well, what can you tease us with next week?
What's funny about this one is there's people in this movie that abandon the apartment. They leave it. It's kind of the opposite.
Okay.
In that sense, we're going to fast forward. We're going to go back to the 90s.
Oh, okay.
Which we love.
A sweet spot, yeah.
Yeah, mid-90s, I think, around. And there's also pills involved.
Oh, wow.
So there's some connective tissue,
Fantastic.
which I didn't plan.
Okay.
I actually think this movie is funny, what we're going to do. So
all right.
It's a comedy.
Comedy coming
with
next
pills.
week.
That's right.
Amazing.
Yes.
Sign up, folks. Thanks for listening. We appreciate it, as always. Join us next week for whatever the heck Dave's going to take off his shelf. And please rate us 5 stars on your podcatcher of choice. Subscribe so you never miss an episode. And please share the podcast with anyone on the 27th, 19th floors.
Yep.
Any coworkers and any elevator operators you may find.
Ironically, next week, nobody has a job.
Oh, okay.
That's a lot of opposites there.
Fantastic. It really went the other way.
Yeah.
Thanks, folks. Talk to you next week.
Bye-bye.